Welcome back to my channel. Read the disclaimer before you read the story. Taeyang's point of view. Wine's face was literally watchable. The way she screamed, "Take him hospital. That bitch, I wish that kid die in hospital so we can get rid of them permanently. What do you think, mom?" Yeah, but didn't you saw the look on Taeyang's face? It didn't look like he will let him die. Bullshit. The way Taeyang treats them, I'm sure he will not gonna spend a single penny on that pathetic kid of his. And all this credit goes to us. Yes, 5 years ago, the way we framed Wine as a slut, that Taeyang will never believe her. Yeah, and that report of his child's DNA, we changed so well that Taeyang will never find out what's the truth and will always treat his wife and son like trash. Wow, what a plan, Jenna. But unfortunately, I found out. I just reached home as Wine didn't let me stay in hospital. I was about to enter in but stopped midway when I heard Jenna's voice. They were talking about Wine, so I listened quietly. So it was them behind all this. Taeyang, you bitch, I yelled, feasting her hair in a tight grip. How dare she did all this? I will kill you today. I growled. Taeyang, leave her. Mom, you two had accompanied her in this conspiracy. How could you, Mom? So what, Taeyang? We did it for you. That wine is not good for you. She's a slut anyway. Stop it. Don't you dare call her that again. How could you do this to me, mother? You knew I loved her, and still you did this to me, knowing it will hurt me. You turned me against her and my child. How could you separate a child from its father? Even I am your son too. How could you let your son live a life like that without his child and wife? How could you? Stop with your blaming, son. We never separate them from you. They were still living in this house for 6 years, roamed in front of your eyes. You could have trusted your wife and live a life with them, but you didn't. It's because I believed you too, but I guess I forgot. You weren't my mother. You were my stepmother and will always be. I wasn't your blood. That's why you did this to me, didn't you? And Jenna, I always loved you like my own sister, always fulfilled your demands whenever you needed anything. After your husband left you, I gave you shelter, but you two just proved what a foolish I am. But now I know everything, and I'm not going to spare you. Okay, fine, we accept that we framed Wine. But what you did then? You hit her. Even you didn't even spare your child. Did we tell you to do that? So don't forget, you are equally to be blamed. My grip loosened on her as her words echoed in my head. As I enter in my room, I pause dead in my track. I can see Wine lying there, pleading, crying, pleading to stop me. The images of her and Hanwell's suffering were floating in front of my eyes. How could I become a beast? How could I hurt my wife and child? Thinking of all this, anger rushed in my veins. I tear off my shirt and unfasten my belt. I need to be punished for hurting them. Raising the belt in the air, I struck it on my bare back, and it hurt like hell. I'm sorry, Wyan. Forgive me, please. I hit myself again and again until my body got bloodied and left me senseless. Next morning, Taeyang, Hanbin, he's taking Leah with him, Jenna said, gasping, as she hurriedly came to Taeyang's room. So, please do something. I can't leave without my daughter, she said, crying. So practice living without her like I did without my wife and child. Brother, please, I beg you, do something. What can I do? When I called him here, Taeyang spoke, and Jenna looked at him, shocked. What? But why? Hanbin as a husband was always good to you. But you were the one who broke your marriage. Because of your greediness, you also separated Leah from her father. Now it's time for you to pay for your sins. I'm sorry, brother, for what I did to you. Please don't make me pay for my sins like this. I can't live without my daughter, she cried, but Taeyang turned deaf ears to her. Wine's point of view. How are you feeling, baby? I asked as Hanwell opened his eyes. My head hurts, mommy, he said. Wait, I'm going to call the doctor, okay? Okay, mommy. As I returned, I paused at the doorway when I found Taeyang sitting on the chair beside Hanwell's bed and caressing his hair. Taking Hanuel's small hands, he placed a kiss on the back of it, and my eyes watered. If he would have showed this affection before, Hanuel wouldn't be lying on this hospital bed. The young's point of view. I'm sorry, Han. Please forgive your daddy, I said. I know the crime I did is unforgivable, but what can I do? I'm greedy for my son's love. Seeing him in this state, my heart ached painfully and my eyes got teary. Don't cry, Daddy. You don't look handsome when you cry, he said, wiping my tears with his small fingers, making me hate myself. Aren't you angry on me? It's not your fault, Daddy. I slipped. But I chased you. I wanted to hurt you. It's because I got low on exam. He bit his lips. Daddy, will you hurt me now? No, never. From now on, I'll just love you, always. I leaned and placed several kisses on his face. Why are you here? Didn't I told you not to come here? Wine, can we please talk about this at home? No, I'm not going to that house of yours. After what happened to my kid, I don't trust you, not even for a single night, she said. Wine, please, I know I did wrong, but please try to understand. Hanuel's got injuries and he needs better treatment. In this state of his, where will you both go? Please, I won't hurt you anymore. Trust me, I'll be good to you, I promise, I said as I reached for her hand, but she stepped away. Please come with me, at least for Hanuel's sake, I said.